I want to introduce Colvin Grannum, President and CEO of the Bedford Stuyvesant Restoration Corporation. We're really excited for you to learn more about this incredible organization based here in Central Brooklyn and their mission to close the racial wealth gap. So with that, I welcome you to the stage, Colvin.
Thank you, Ruben, and thank you, Maya. This is an incredible evening for Bedford Stuyvesant Restoration as well. And I just want to thank Marcy Lab School and the excellent team that was assembled to lead and serve during the Breakthrough Technology Fellowship Program. I'll be brief because I'm very excited about what we're about to see. But I do want to share a little bit about Bedford Stuyvesant Restoration Corporation. Our organization is recognized as the nation's first community development corporation. We were founded in 1967 as an extension of the civil rights movement. And we see ourselves as an economic development arm of the civil rights movement, which has extended across the last 53 years. We were founded by the community residents and then Senators Jacob Javits, who was a Republican, and Robert Kennedy, who was a Democrat. And so they worked collaboratively with the community to come up with a prototype for rebuilding communities that have been blighted by economic disinvestment and middle class and white flight. And over the course of the last 50 years, restoration's been responsible for catalyzing at least $650 million of investment in Central Brooklyn. And we serve beyond Bedford Stuyvesant. We serve Central Brooklyn communities, particularly Bedford, Crown Heights, Brownsville, East New York, but also East Flatbush and Canarsie. We serve about 50,000 people a year through our programs and facilities. And our programs range from arts and culture, where we have a theater in our headquarters. Our headquarters is known as Restoration Plaza, which is also known as the Town Hall of Central Brooklyn. But at that facility, which is 300,000 square feet, we do everything from arts and culture to workforce development, energy conservation, and the thing that drives us is the work we do around financial coaching and counseling. That drives to our goal of disrupting and closing the racial wealth gap. So what you see here, and I'm not going to belabor this, but anyone can do the reading on their own, but after 50 years, in 1967, we attempted to assess the results of our work, and they were very strong. Over 2,000 units of housing created, over 23,000 people placed in jobs, and just on and on. But what we saw that really caused us alarm and provoked a call to action was the disparity between the median African-American household, the median white household, the median Latinx household, the median white household in net worth. And the two things, and this is my personal opinion, the two things that Americans hold dear, two of the most precious things are the right to vote and the right to own and build assets. And so our thinking was, a lot of the work we're doing is powerful and helps people, but the most powerful thing we can do is help people understand the value of net worth and build assets. And so that's what we've embarked on. We see the Breakthrough Technology Fellowship as an extension of that. Obviously, one of the inputs to building wealth is wages and income. And we knew that there was a population of people in Central Brooklyn, but across this nation, who have invested in themselves and have created strong skills, but still have not been able to acquire jobs in the technology sector. And so we asked Marcy Labs to work with us on that group of people. And fitting this in, and that's what you see, for you today. Those are the people we'll hear from. The last thing I'll say is that this is part of, I'm not looking at the slides, but thank you for that. I would say that as an input to our decision to work with young people who had invested in themselves to build strong hard skills in software engineering, we did a lot of work in terms of scanning the sector, both talking to employers, talking to job seekers, and talking to other providers of technology education. The last thing I'll say is we want to put this in context because we're working on a broader project along with our partners, Alan Fishman and Totem. And that project is to redevelop our headquarters, which, as I mentioned, is 300,000 square feet, into an 800,000 square foot mixed-use facility that would feature tech sector and creative sector employers, but as well as education facilities to supply those companies with employees. And so this pilot program is one of the first steps in terms of identifying potential workforce pools for the facility that we're planning right now as we speak. So to close this out, I just want to say we're very proud of the participants in the program. I had the opportunity of reviewing a lot of their work through the Mosaic of Me, which describes their backgrounds and their aspirations. I was deeply moved by that, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what they present this evening. And I again thank Marcy Labs for the fine work that they've done with this cohort. I'm going to leave it there.
Awesome.
And I hope that serves a purpose. I departed from the presentation, but in substance, I've communicated what I think is most important.